He skips. It's 21-10. And Indecision won the vote with 5 ahead. But which track was it? I think it was a mixed map. Yeah, I thought of that. Yeah, it's this map. So we have now 10 minutes of warm-up to relearn the track. Because we are on a server with many players, I have to open planet off for better driving, for less lags. So my PB is a 41.30, you can see in the bottom right, before I make it off. 41.30. You need quite a lot of pace if you want to win here or get very far. There are some good players participating in this cup. So I will have to make sure in these 10 minutes that I get close to that. But I also need to find consistency. Didn't play now this map as well since last Tuesday. I'm missing a whole second. So there's still a lot to gain. But my PB was pretty good, I think, on this map. Very crucial is this grass section. This exit here I'm struggling with, as you see. This is again such a block, where the question is, on which line do you keep the grip? Of course I was way too inside now, but that comes because we have a turn before, and that you enter also with such a block. And that turn there is quite annoying. Because for the turn, to get a good turn, you wanna be further left here, but the further left you are, the more you will jump up. Okay, I improved a lot. We see the records also on the left, I see. Yeah, I'm on 4th place. My time. 0.59. Hello, Uli. Last week I had a unfortunate position in this cup, which was not the best start into the season. I came far, I got 4th place, so I still have only 3 players that got more points. The annoying thing with 4th place is that the point system for the league has a pretty big point gap between if you get 3rd or if you get 4th. Like, between most of the positions there's just a 5-point gap, but between 3rd and 4th, between 5th and 6th, there is a 15 points gap. So if you don't get that better position, then you drop 15 points. And I went, of course, out in the top 4 by, of course, just like 6,000s, or like it was a few thousands that knocked me out, maybe even 4,000s only. So I lost basically, because of a few thousands, I lost 15 points. If I get top 3, it doesn't matter that much if I get 3rd or 2nd. It's 5 points difference, but it's not really that important. It's more important that you are efficient with getting, like it's not the average position that wins, but it's also not like that the 1st place has a huge advantage. Like 1st place is only 10 points ahead of 2nd. It's really more like you wanna definitely get into the top 3 and you definitely wanna get into the top 5. You definitely don't wanna get 4th or 6th. And that, knowing that puts so much pressure on me, because others probably don't even know. And they just drive the round normal. But I knew that this was a very important round coming up last week. And then it was close, and yeah, a few thousands knocked me out. Also 2nd place was right ahead. It was just a close fight. There was no chance to win last week. So only very small chance with improving in the final round and so on. But winning, like if you get consistently good results, doesn't matter too much. But these 15 points, those matter. Is there a 2nd finish? I can't make this one. Not really. Got suddenly overtaken by multiple people. Lol, look at the ranking on the left. Nobu has a 0.2, but he's shown as 5th. I guess it doesn't update correctly. Yeah, this quest part is for me the most difficult part. And we start with a knockout. Oh, it ended here. I wanted to test now. But there are no elimination run now. I can test again. Oh god. I shouldn't have done that. I wanted to add Ghost on. But well. Very late decision, I know. But because I also have the wheel connected, it automatically did some stuff, and then I better don't try. Oh, we are only 27 players. Also, last week we were way more. That's also the annoying thing with week 5 missing. In week 5 we probably already have barely any players, so if you just play, you already get decent points there. Most likely. Oh, Telnai dropping. But did he finish now or not? I think he finished, yeah. Telnai out would have been very important for me. Because he is the guy that knocked me out last week and got third. So he got 15 more points. And Speedself was second. Speedself was last week in one round lucky, where he early on was on the orange place. But yeah, what I realize here is that the runs are relatively tight. Also, one mistake and you are out. Requin. Is he in red? That's not sure yet, but I think he is. Yeah, Requin, I think he came relatively far last week. I'm not completely sure though. You're already in the top 19. Like top 20, there's also a gap with points. Like usually it's always 5 points. Between top 20th and 21st is a 10 points gap. That was a shit start. Speedself, but he's in. Telnai, however, now out. And even last. Like every position matters. So Telnai doesn't score that well here. But Speedself was in danger. It was only 2 seconds, yeah, so it's pretty tight. A small mistake, 2 seconds easily lost. Surprisingly good position in this round, because I'm definitely not super fast. Exactly 8900s behind first. First transition here at the start is quite dangerous. So I jump really far to the right to make sure that I definitely overjump the edge. be funny if Evolution goes out now. It would be funny if Revolution and Revolution would make a team for the World Tour, and the team name is then obviously Evolution. He is actually on orange. They both DNF'd. Okay, top 10. Which means another step done. It's again on orange. Now there's only one knockout each round. But most of the fast players survived, which means I need good times now. Very quickly from in these rounds now, it's suddenly not enough for them driving. And I got, of course, the worst start possible, exactly when I'm talking about that. The worst start possible. Oh god, it's really hard to come back from this. Of course, nobody crashes now. Of course. I got such a shit landing here in this transition that my round was basically over already because I couldn't get a good line into through the whole start. And then I also landed too early in this downhill, and then yeah, I only could have had a chance if I hit the ending perfect. Ugh, Revolution DNF already. Makes it totally easy for everyone else. But yeah, I was too tight in the crest now in that important round. Apart from Revolution, this was a good round though. Definitely not easy to survive. Novo with a no slide. And exactly then speed self is on orange. Aye. Supercar Loof is missing. He won last time. I need speed self to go out basically. Because he has 20 points more than me in this season and he will gain now more points. With each round that he survives, he gains more points. And in both of these knockouts, he was lucky in an early round that he didn't get knocked out. It's just when you have then this bad run, you need of course a bit luck that you survive with it. And if you do then a good run next round, then everything can be fine again. Yeah, I don't know what happened in the start. It was just a really, really bad landing that I had. And it was immediately over. Okay. It's a close round. Dampoleto was pretty lucky in this knockout. It was a few times on orange. It's not over yet. But he is out. Speed self, did he touch the finish ring? Because he's behind Rhetoric actually. But yeah, he needed 41.7. Possible to do. But not when you have a bad round, of course. Ach, Rhetoric. I saw that so early that he will clip. It was like literally, that was really the first round where there was no... where there were only the good players left when that happened to me. It was like literally the worst possible moment. I said it before, now you need it good. There's only good players left that can try fast times. And it was exactly then when it didn't work. Huh. Speed self didn't need to do much to reach the final. Novo had a no slide, Rhetoric had a crash there. It was only this one round that he had to go through with a 0.7 in the top 4. And there he had the run. Where's Obitum going? Wait, what is this line? Huh? Yeah, you can gift speed self the win, of course. Oh man. It was literally super free. The whole ending was super free. Always a crash. Ah, he did a good time though. 41.56. I didn't even realize that he was still on a fast run because his opponent crashed early on. Still, Obitom and Rhetoric were both much faster. But they both made mistakes. Dampoleto was all the time also a bit slower, but got then still 4th. However, 4th, of course, it's not that nice to have. Yeah, I'm now not even in the top 5, which means I also lose to that 5th place quite a lot. Like, I lose already 20 points to 5th. And then way more points. Like 7th place is really not that great. You think you are pretty far in that knockout, but you don't really get anything from it. You can of course easily get knocked out early on. It's still a decent position, but the bigger point gaps you have then when you go further up. Yeah, and it was relatively simple to get that far, at least. We had not really close rounds before, but then from one point to the next, it got tight. Yeah, it's always just annoying. One bad round, and then nobody crashes there, and it makes such a huge difference for the ending. Like for the season, it makes a huge difference if I survived that round or not. So Speed Self is now far in the lead there.